Hey guys, how you doing? Actually, this video is recorded yesterday on Thursday because July 1st is the public holiday of Hong Kong, and the holiday name is quite long. It's Hong Kong Special Administrative Region Establishment Day. That means the day Hong Kong returns to China. So today is a public holiday, so I recorded this video on Thursday, one day before. And today we are going to just a very short talk on RH, Restoration Hardware, and it is a company that is for home furnishing hardware retailer. But it performs very bad in 2021, and then it keeps on performs bad in this inflation cycle because your target is for luxury homes, all right? Okay, then our Falcon portfolio not changed a lot, keeping 44%. So if for any stock or any company you want us to discuss or analyze, you can leave your message under the YouTube, or you can directly email to me by Usstockmarketweekly@gmail.com. And this is our Falcon 350,000 portfolio, and we are doing on 44%, right, from establishment, and it's the same as Nasdaq. You can see that Nasdaq is also 44%. Then today you can see it's a very luxury home, right? She is not selling the property. She is selling for some hardware you need to decorate your home, right? Of course, a luxury home. That means expensive one. And all the things she is selling is like a very expensive furniture, the lights, the chairs, the decoration. So she's called it restoration hardware. But inside this inflation cycle, then she still keep on performs bad, right? So we are going to discuss on the she just announced it on one day before, 29th of June, and the forecast is bad. The forecast is still bad. And yesterday, that means on Wednesday night, Dow Jones rised a little bit, 82%. 82 points. And Nasdaq dropped it only 3 points. Right? So just show you, right? 1 week before, the US 10-year Treasury yield is 3.091%. And then today is the first day in Hong Kong, 3.104%, then rised it a little bit. And this is the talk from Janet Yellen. And then she said the US now is the first quarter that the GDP growth is a negative. So if next quarter the GDP growth is still a negative, then it's technically called a recession. And then she said the US recession isn't inevitable. That means it's inevitable, but inflation is unacceptably high. So what does she mean? That means nothing, right? We all know that because they have a close relationship to each other, right? And then you can see that I agree with this woman. Powell's target is to keep the inflation down to 2%. It is his target, but I don't think that he can achieve it. Why? Because 2% inflation is not an inflation. That means the inflation will come to normal. I don't think so. If Fed keep on increasing the interest rate like that, I think the US recession will become more serious than the inflation, right? Because all the money get back into the Fed, and then the money floating out for the enterprises, for the companies, less and less, then that is no growth in US, right? So that's called recession. So I don't think this is workable unless the Ukraine and the Russia war is solved, and the gasoline and the oil issues in Europe is solved. Anything before that, I don't think is possible, right? So we take a look on RH stock price, and it is quite scary, right? It dropped it from the peak 70%, 70%. Well, 1 year before we introduced this stock, it is over 600, right? And then the peak is 744, and now after 1 year or less than 1 year something, then it dropped it to 237 yesterday. So it dropped at nearly 70%, 70. And you can see the PE ratio is very low, less than 10. But it performs really bad. Well, so you can actually, I checked some of them. Right, some of the company are restoration hardwares in the same industry. Actually, within that industry, restoration hardware does not perform bad. You can see the revenue for past 5 years. The CAGR is 12%, and then the net income margin is 18%, and then the return on equity is 85%. Not bad, right? Actually, it should be quite good. But the only thing that I'm not happy is the total debt to equity. Very high, 2.94. That's the thing that I'm not happy with that. So you can check up on the Google others like the Arons, like the Sleep Number Corporation. All of them, the performance is bad. Not only RH, all of them in the same industry performs bad in the past 1 year. And this is the home, right? We know this company is because of Warren Buffett. He hold this stock. I do not hold this stock, right? I do not hold this stock. He hold this stock. I think he did not think of the invasion or the Russian or the Ukraine's war. I do not know if he's still holding this stock. I do not know, right? But actually, even if he is still holding this stock, I think the percentage is very low. So you can see that in the past 8 years, RH is keep on improving, right? So we can see this the last 5 years, right? Actually, it's from 2020, and then you can see the net operating margin, gross margin, and the net profit margin is increasing. So in the past 5 or 6 years, restoration hardware is performing okay. I can say it's okay, right? And this is more clear, right? On the inflation, on the gasoline prices, you can see that the gasoline price keep on going up, keep on going up and going up. Then nearly at the peak in the March of this year, and then still rising up in the April, right? And this is more clear about the US core inflation. Over nearly 7%, right? So that's the point, that because the interest rate increased, so the people's buying house, especially on the luxury house, then they think that the property price will decrease because they need to pay more money on every month's installation price, installment price, right? So actually they need to pay more month by month. So they are waiting for the property price to go down. So less people buy the luxury house, and then the RH sales drops. Or at least the confidence is decreasing. So this is yesterday, because today is 30th of June, and then yesterday is 29th of June. This is what RH announced it. But the letters of that is very small. So I cut this from website, and then I make a very quick summary. The focus of RH on second quarter is the revenue growth is a negative, quite softening, -1% to -3%, and the operating margin is 23% to 23.5%. And then you can see that Gary Fredman, the chairman and the CEO of RH, said, right, the luxury home sales will go further down. The luxury home sales down 18% in the first quarter, and he expect, right, for 175 basic point increase, then the demand will continue to slow throughout the whole year. The whole year, not just the upper year of 2022, is the whole year, the remaining of this year. So that's the reality. Let's take a look on the past 10 years of the performance of RH. You can see that for the total revenue, right? Total revenue, it keep on increasing and increasing. And even on this from June, you work back 10 months, the total revenue is a little bit more than the 1 year before, right? 3855 rather than 3758, a little bit more. And then we can see that in the middle, with the red one, the net income increased a little bit. TTM means from this month work back 12 months. 758 compared to 688. But if we look at the cash from operation, you will see that it has a sharply decreased. 1 year before is 662. You can see how much it increased from 2021 to 2022, right? It increased from 500 to 662. That means about 30%. But you can see that it decreased quickly from 662 to 607. Decreased more than 10%. So that net income may not be because of the operation, maybe of financial, maybe of investing, we don't know. But we can see that from the operation, it decreased much. But one thing, the cost of revenue does not increase sharply, right? It's nearly 1 year before. 1903 compared to the past 1 year, 1908. But we know that if any of the company, it drops from a quick growth to a normal growth and then to decline or recession, the stock price is like that, decreased 70%. I think that this kind of industry, they have their monopoly, all right? It's not easy for you to go into that industry. They have their supply, they have their reputation, they have their history. But the main point is because of the increase of the interest rate. So if you want to put your money into those kind of stock, then you still have to wait. Maybe we have to wait until the inflation is really goes down. I don't think that you need to wait for the inflation to go down 2%. This is not reality, right? I think that if the inflation can go down to 3 or 4%, I think it's okay. Then at that time we will consider those kind of stock, right? And I think Warren Buffett is still holding this stock, right? Because the amount is very small, right? But actually, this kind of stock, if the property market of US will come back again, it did come back again in 2021, but because you put up the inflation, put up the interest rate so sharply, it must decline. But I think the basic point is still there, right? So I suggest if you have this stock, you hold this stock because it dropped it to so low already. So maybe you hold this stock to until next year. But if you want to put your money into those industry, so I suggest you wait until we can see that the inflation really goes down, right? Okay, today we share up to here, and I hope you like this video. And if you like this, then please give us a like, and any comment is welcome. So please help to press the subscribe button and then press the bell icon next to it. So whenever there is new video uploaded, you will be informed from YouTube. Okay, today is a Friday. I hope everyone have a nice weekend. Let us see next week. Bye bye.